Alright, so I think it was last year or the year before I was at my aunt's house, right? And I'm upstairs with the adults, and all the kids are downstairs, and I started hearing all this commotion. So I go downstairs, like the adult that I am, and I realized my little cousin Ian was like in the laundry room, sitting on the floor, like crying. So I went up to him and asked him like what was happening. And all the other kids are trying to tell me like him and Mason got into like an argument or something about someone got hit in the face. So Ian's like telling me the story. He's like really upset. He doesn't want to talk to anyone. So I call Mason over, like, Mason, what happened? So he tells me the story, and it's something about someone had a Nerf gun and he was aiming it and Ian tried to grab it and he got hit in the face or something. So Mason's like, it wasn't my fault, essentially. So I'm like, all right, Mace, just apologize. He was like, but I'm not sorry. And it like made me pause. We all know that kids will be kids, and they were just playing a little bit rough, so they made up, they were good, they're still good. But it had me thinking, and I took away two different things. The first was, as adults, we're constantly telling kids how to feel and what to say without giving them a platform to explore their own feelings. So I was kind of caught up in the moment, and Ian was upset, and Mason's there, and I'm like, just apologize. But I never asked him like how he felt. I'm just telling him to do something, right? And I feel like kids grow up just saying things that they don't mean, like I love you, or I miss you, or I'm sorry. And they don't really mean those things. And they're never comfortable with their own feelings because we never help them explore those feelings. So they end up altering their truth and become a slave to perception or consequence. And the second thing I take away is not apologizing when you're not sorry is actually powerful. Not just for when you're perceived to do something wrong, but just not apologizing for who you are. So I don't apologize for being confident because I'm not sorry. And I don't apologize for loving myself because, well, I'm just not sorry. And sometimes when I do random things for people that I care about that's not attached to like a birthday or a holiday or any special occasion, and it starts getting a little bit awkward or we both feel vulnerable, I'll find myself being like, oh, I'm sorry. But no, I'm not sorry for doing something thoughtful for someone that I care about. And I'm not sorry because I have a perception of what you deserve and I'm expressing that perception. And I'm not sorry for doing something thoughtful for you, even though it was random. I'm not sorry for acting on those thoughts. I'm not sorry that I think you're dope. And sometimes, like on a Friday night, I just come home and put on some yoga pants and a hoodie and I lay on the couch with a glass of wine. Not like any glass of wine, just like the ones that's like filled so much to the top that the wine just like drips down the side and you gotta like be careful how you hold it, like no shame, that kind of glass. And I just lay there and think about nothing and I stuff my face for the rest of the night with pretty much every snack I have in my cabinets and in my freezer and in my fridge. And I'm not sorry. I don't go clubbing anymore. I'm not sorry. I'm growing up. Not sorry. My definition of fun has changed. Not sorry. When I walk into a room, some people are going to feel empowered, some are going to feel inspired, some are going to feel comfortable, some are going to feel uncomfortable, some will feel intimidated, and some will feel insecure. But I'm not sorry because everything that you feel before I walked into the room was already living inside of you. Those are your feelings. I've outgrown people and I've had to cut people off. I'm not sorry. Look, I'm only here to feel and to be honest about what I feel and to make other people feel. But I can't also be responsible for what they are feeling either about themselves or about me. I'm only here to be authentically myself. I cannot then be responsible for your interpretation of my authenticity. Apologizing for who I am is like apologizing for being born. So I'm not sorry. I think we all get caught up looking for signs in places that we won't find them. I really believe that if we're open to growing, we're open to learning, and we're open to love, we also need to be open to wherever those energies come in from. So at the core of my reaffirming myself, not to apologize for who I am or how I feel, despite perception, backlash, or consequence, came from my little cousin Mason, who will be 13 in October. Crazy. So this is who I am, and I am not sorry.
No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing.